good morning, family. Welcome to the Living and Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Our Sunday service is on the first and third Sunday of each month. I would like to ask that each and every one of you turn off or silence your cell phones, as we do not want them interrupting the service. My name is Avery Babylon, minister in training, and I will be chairing the service for this morning. We have coffee and bottled water available. The restrooms are in the next building to your right as you go out the door, more like to your left. We welcome you to browse our selection of library books at the very back as we ask for a donation, a $1 donation, to check out our books that you may keep for up to 6 months. We have a healing book in which you are welcome to add names of people who you would like to see receive healing. Opposite the page is where you can put the names of those who have crossed over to the other side recently. If you are new to Billets, on the third Sunday is where you can ask a question of spirit, written on a piece of paper and folded. You then identify the paper with a personal symbol so that you know when a question is being read anonymously. You may do so between now and towards the end of our service. If you can't think of a question, you can just place a question mark on the inside. We are joined here today with Reverend Bob, Reverend Sandra Deckinger, and myself, Minister Avery Babylon, in a minister in training, Avery Babylon. Okay. At this time, I'm going to ask that we all stand and sing the opening hymn, and please remain standing for the invocation afterwards. And today, I ask that we all sing page number 203, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Spirit of the Infinite, thank you for your unconditional love in this hour and the hours thereafter. We take this time to continue to come together to share our joy of fellowship with each other and you. We are raising our spirits ever higher so that we may take our gifts to others. Let us help make this world as you intend, with love and kindness May we make good choices, and let our hearts be glad for the sharing of your knowledge. Let us all be blessed. Amen. You may now be seated. And now we will read from the principles. They are called the principles of goodness gracious, Declaration of Principles. This declaration can be found in the inside cover of your hymnal books, which we will read at the beginning. Number 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm the correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm the precepts of prophecy and healing, our divine attributes proven through mediumship. And now we'll continue with our spiritual healing service, which will be led by Reverend Robert. Robert Engel. So here he is.
Well, thank you, everyone. Jim, I understand that you have a song you would like to do because it's St. Patrick's Day coming up really close, and you seem to have this Irish theme.
Whatever theme you had.
Yes.
I have the world's tallest leprechaun, but this is actually Scottish song, but it's been utilized by Celtic artists for many decades. So.
Summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by a crystal flowing fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? My true love will not go, I will surely find another. where the wild mountain thyme rolls around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a shelter on yon high mountain green, and my love will be the fairest that the summer sun has seen. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Lassie, will you go?
Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Lynn, for your interpretation of that song. Well, this is the healing portion of the service. We do have a healing book in the back. So if there's somebody that you think that needs to receive a healing and they can't be here, put their name in the list, and we will address that towards the end of this portion of the service. We'll be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer as part of our service. And the healers will be stationing themselves in the chairs where you can come up and get a hands-on healing. So energy is sent directly in your body to help heal you, speed things along. Please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by Spirit, who have chosen to do their healing through the mediums that they're working with. And in order to become certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need to get an affidavit. So if you feel like you've got a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out one of those. They need 3 of them in order to qualify to become commissioned healer. And that is Charles, Sandy, and Avery. That need those. So please remain seated as we sing the healing hymn, which is on page 109 of your hymnal books. He healeth thee, O blessed Father, O word of heavenly comfort brought. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would fill my life in mind to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee. 'Tis thy love that healeth me. And keep those books open, because now you need to go to the the healing prayer, which is going to be on the first page of the books. And for some of you, it says to go to the back. So we'll be reciting this healing prayer together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body, and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing energy force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Now I ask our healers to station themselves. If you don't feel comfortable with having hands put on your shoulders, let the healers know and they will adjust themselves accordingly. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy, coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one to be mindful of the gift being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this act. So while we're doing that, the rest of us can do a meditation. I'm going to go with the self-healing meditation so you can heal yourself. So I would like you to begin by closing your eyes and breathing regularly. Be aware of the air that you are taking in and the depleted air being expelled. Notice the regular rhythm of your breathing. The in and the out. The in and the out. This is an exchange of fresh air for old air. Your body is taking in the oxygen and remove the waste to depleted air. Now, take a power breath, a deep intake of air to fill the lungs. Hold it there a moment, and then slowly exhale. You are now increasing the oxygen level within your blood, within your body. Take another long, deep breath, holding it a moment, and then slowly releasing it. Whatever mild concern your brain has held on your breathing, it is now relaxed and content. Your body now begins to follow suit and starts to relax more. Feel the tension leave your body and that your muscles begin to relax. You are now receptive to visualizations you create within your own mind. This is valid imagery, a created reality that may not exist in the material world, but is completely recognized in the spirit world. You begin to hear the waves of the ocean, the ebb and flow of the water as it rolls onto the beach, and then slides back to collect in the main body of water. You are aware that you are lying on a beach, and the sun warms your face, and the ocean breeze keeps you cool. You can see spirit friends that are strolling on the beach, and they ask you to join them. You rise up to meet them, but are suddenly stopped. There are chains about you that prevent you from going any further. You are shackled to big blocks of cement. They're big and heavy and have labels on them. Some say pain, some say disease, any number of labels that indicate your ailments, your worries. The healing chairs are open. You cannot join your spirit friends because of these disorders. Luckily, this is a healing meditation, and you need help. You then notice the spirits are looking up. So you look where they are looking, and you can see a rainbow in the sky. It is a gorgeous view with sparkles running through all the colors of the light. The rainbow slowly descends, getting closer and closer and closer to you. It descends upon you, all these colors of light that are washing through you. It feels like a warm, billowy cotton against your body. You begin to warm and can feel the sparkles as they undulate through your body. This is a cleansing of all your ills. The pain you carry in life begins to dissipate. The illness begins to shrink. Whatever malady that you are suffering from begins to melt away. Whatever labels society deems you are, they melt away. You can feel yourself healing. You can feel yourself getting lighter. You begin to feel better. To confirm this, you can hear the clanking of chains and see they are falling from you. Those blocks of cement no longer have any power over you, and you are free. You are free of them. You are free to move. You can now join your spirit friends as they gesture for you to come with them. This you can now do and see what they have to show you. The possibilities are now open to you. The cement blocks are stuck in the sand and cannot join you. Leave them behind. Focus on what is ahead of you. Bless your body and your soul. With this newfound strength, come back to this room, feeling better, and with the conviction that you can heal yourself. Take a deep breath, hold it, then slowly let it out as you open your eyes. I will now get the healing list. When we first started doing the healing list, we decided to add another list for people that have crossed over. And there's quite a few people that have been crossing over. The latest ones that we would like to offer blessings to for their new journey. So they have transitioned to the other side now, and any problems they had here have dissipated. For the healing list for March, think of this healing energy going to each person as I read out their names. So for all these names that I've called out, I wish to recognize that they are now receiving healing from the spirit world because we've asked for it. I would also like to add more healing energy to the children of this earth who are in need of it. To the emergency responders who are the first whenever there's a disaster. To the doctors and nurses who take up the brunt of the injuries that we have suffered and help to heal. And to all those that are in need. This concludes the healing portion of our service. And remember that some of our healers need affidavits. So if you feel like you've received a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out an affidavit that we have in the back. And the healers are now free. So thank you.
And now we will continue with the announcement of the speaker. Today I'd like to announce Reverend Sandra Deckinger, I believe. And she comes from us from our church. Before we hear from Reverend Sandra Deckinger. I would like to welcome her with a song, excuse me. Let's do In the Garden, page number 155. So let us all sing that. 155. One of my favorite songs.
I come to the garden alone, the dew is still on the roses, and a voice I hear calling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me and he talks with me. And he tells me I am his own, and the voice he shares is carry there, none other has ever known. He speaks and the sound of his voice is so sweet that birds are singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is singing, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and his joy we share is very there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me is falling, and he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
And now I'd like to recognize Reverend Sandra Deckinger.
If you look in the back on the healing suggestions, you'll see a sunflower, and you'll also see the motto of the Spiritualist movement. As the sunflower turns its face to the light of the sun, so Spiritualism turns the face of humanity to the light of the truth. When I was living back east, some friends of my parents had this home, and in the back, in the wall, they had all sunflowers. And it wasn't the little sunflowers that we have here, but the real tall 6-foot sunflowers. And I was always amazed at looking at them, because at nighttime, they droop all the way down. As the sun comes up and they get watered, they're right up there again. I was always fascinated by that. So I decided to talk about the sunflower today. You know, it's a member of the daisy family, and it's one of the flowers that is truly American from the Americas. It was cultivated by the Native Americans, about 5,000 years ago. And it was domesticated in Mexico around 2600 BC. The earliest known examples in Tennessee were about this 2,300. That flower really travels. It was also part of the American Indians' diet because they would have big corn, beans, squash, and also the sunflower. In 1510, the Spanish explorers encountered the sunflower and they carried it back to Europe. There are over 50 varieties, and I was surprised at how useful the seeds are. They could be a snack, they could be used in salads, food for birds, and the oil, I've heard you sunflower oil, and then the heads of the sunflower, which are about this big, they're also used for livestock. It's the national sunflower of the Ukraine and the zodiac sign of Leo. Leo and Sun. So there was a Greek myth that Cleo was abandoned by Apollo, and he turns her into a sunflower. This didn't sound right to me. Sunflower? That's right, not right. So I decided to do some history. The first reference that in this Greek root, when this Greek myth was changed, came from 2022, very close to us. In the original Greek myths, she had violet eyes, and she was turned into a heliotrope, a purple flower. You have to remember, the sunflower didn't reach America until 1510. Be careful what that little fellow AI tells you. It might not be really true. I also found that there has been research done that the sunflower really does not turn its face to the sun. It just seems that way because of the way they plant it. Now, why would they plant a seed facing east? It just didn't seem right to me. So that's another thing that we should be concerned about. Oh, and there are lots of things about the symbols of spiritual growth and enlightenment. It's associated with truth, light, and higher consciousness. It's a symbol of rebirth, longevity, and peace. It reflects devotion, faith, and unwavering belief. Boosts emotional well-being and happiness. Symbolizes community and fellow devotees. And I like the last one best of all. It represents hope and being positive in difficult times. I chose the sunflower for my topic because we are living in a time of uncertainty and chaos. Every time you read the news, look at the news on TV, something is happening that seems totally, to me, unreal. And I keep asking myself, how can they do this? What are they doing? What is their purpose? And sometimes I don't know. All I know is that I am here. I have to learn to live with this uncertainty. I can't worry about all of these things that are happening. I have to stand strong in my own life. And when these difficulties arise, just work through them. Like when the sunflower head is drooping, we need to fill ourselves with happiness, hope, and positive thinking. And like the sunflower, our heads will begin to grow and turn towards the sun. I would like to thank you all for coming today. The sunflower is a very important plant in the United States and South America. For Indians, it was a part of their regular diet. And we are very thankful that has become the symbol of one of the religions that acknowledges spirit and truth. We ask that you be at peace with yourself. Know that sometimes the difficulties that are happening outside of yourself are that, outside of yourself. Plant your feet on the ground and move forward slowly. But remember, look up. Look up, and you will see the sun. Because truth is and always will be the way and the path to follow. To Moccasins, goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Reverend Sandy. Very beautiful speech. And now we ask for the donations to our church collection basket. And for the first time in a long time, since I won the lottery,
Really?
there we go. Just kidding, I didn't really win the lottery. It goes towards the rent of the space and any other expenses that we incur. Again, it's greatly appreciated. If I won the lottery, oh my goodness, I'd be giving it all to this church.
Thank you.
Infinite Spirit, in the spirit of unconditional love, we give thanks for the generous gifts we have received this day. This offering will work to ensure we continue to gather in your name. May these supporters also receive abundance in their lives. We ask that you bless this gift, this congregation, and this church. Let it blossom as a sunflower to do well.
You mentioned sunflower.
Sunflower, that's something that Reverend Sandra Deckinger talked about today. Beautiful. The next speaker will be myself, I believe. Is that who this is going to be? Or let's take a look here.
Look at the schedule.
Next speaker is,
Guess what?
hey, it's me. So everybody here on YouTube watching, make sure that, if this is going to be your first time coming to our church, you come and watch. Or if you still are on YouTube, watch me on YouTube. But anyway, if you come and check us out, I will be the next speaker. So I hope you guys do come and check me out. I always have some good speeches, I hope. Invitation to the membership, it's $15 annually for the right to vote in the elections. Isn't that very exciting? You can vote for one of us to become president.
That's this month.
And actually, that is this month, by the way. This month. Books and lectures are at the back of the table. Brochures and flyers are also back there. Special occasions, seance, and mediumship circle classes. Those are also held. There's a rummage and bake sale. And ask for baked goods membership. Let's see. I think so. If we you take a look at this here, we have some of these pamphlets. There's also some pamphlets also in the back of the church. You can take a look at that if you're very interested. And I would also highly recommend you guys come and check that out as well. We're gonna have baked goods. You can also check out some of the sales that are going to be going on. I'm going to be giving readings over there, and there's also going to be a couple other people that are going to be giving readings. Some people are going to be giving what else? Healings. There's going to be some people going to be doing healings. Some other good fun stuff. So don't miss out. So it's going to be really good.
And it's combined with another church, so it should be bigger.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's going to be combined with another church, so it will be a lot bigger. There is a public seance, and that is April 26th. And there's also a psychic fair, June 22nd. So come check that out. Also, we ask for a $1 donation for a sticker that helps out. That? And then Reverend Bob will be doing the second. Anyhow, go ahead, Reverend Bob.
I just have one other announcement, and that is we have a family friend that was a medium. Her name is Tammy Linkowski, and we've gone to her when our parents passed on, and we were able to get messages and things like that. Well, she's actually holding an event here in San Jose, and it's called Animal Channeling and Communication with Tammy. I've signed up for it, so I'm going to go. It's going to be on April 11th at 6:30. There's a $35 fee, and I have the information here. Anybody else is interested in joining up, so you should probably do it online to reserve a spot. So I thought that was an interesting subject, and I'm going to be getting some animals soon, so I thought this would come in handy. So I just wanted to share that with you. I have it here if you want the information.
Is that costing you?
$35. Oh, $35. Okay, and I think that's it for me.
Okay. Well, thank you, Bob. It's very beautiful. That's very spiritual to be next to animals and everything like that. I love to be with animals. They're very healing and very peaceful. All right. So today we're going to be doing billet readings, and if you guys are very new to billet readings, that's where you take a piece of paper, you put a question in it, and then you fold it up billion times. And then you put a symbol on it. So anyhow, we have myself, Reverend Bob, Reverend Sandra Deckinger, and Lynn.
We only have 5.
We only have 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
The last person will do 2.
Okay. Okay. So, why don't we have Lynn come on first?
Great.
Okay. I see some circles, some interconnecting circles design. I feel this is a caring person. This is a loving person, a person who tries to nurture others. Doesn't always know if they're getting that nurturing back, but Spirit recognizes you. They recognize the loving quality and how you make better wherever you are. And you've touched people in sometimes simple ways, and they go on and they touch lots of other people. So you're being recommended by Spirit right now for this. I think, in answer to your question, focus on that quality you have, which is so heart to heart, not demanding attention for yourself. And it's that quality that can carry you through any obstacle. That's what I feel.
Ooh, I want this one. It was all the way in the bottom. This one has 3 hearts, and they're green hearts. I'm focusing on 3 green hearts. The hearts were filled in with ink, and so it just filled in. So there's a lot of scribbles in there to fill it in, and I'm concentrating on that. And so I'm getting closer and closer to it. I see streaks this way, streaks that way. It's like it's a little messed up, actually. It's kind of confusing. It's like a web of lines going this way and that way. Something was not done properly. It's like you should have a nice clean sheen, but there's a lot of imperfections. There it is. I'm keying in on imperfections. Something was done hastily. And you should go back and review what the work that you have done. Make sure that it's more thorough, more complete. That's what I'm getting. Let's see if it's related. I think this is related. So what gets us up? What gets us up in the morning? The sun. Oh, there's the sun and the sunflower. And if you don't look at it, then things are dark. And it's like you need to cheer yourself up. So I believe that the scribbles that I'm getting here with these hearts has to do with the fact that you haven't lifted yourself up enough. You need to do some work for yourself to help lift yourself up. Listen to some good music. Eat good food. Eat foods that make you happy. Surround yourself with happy things. What would make you happy? Just ask yourself, what would make you happy now? What could you do? And then go and do that. That's like a mission for you. It's like a goal in order to become happier. So I think that needs to be revisited, and you need to redouble your efforts in order to get happy again, in order to find that. And it could be visiting friends. It could even be helping others, because that works too. We might not think that, but it is true. We feel better when we help others. So that may be part of what would help you to rise up. As far as when, I see the page of a month and it's flapping in the breeze. So I'm thinking, it's not really a month from now, it's probably less than that, but it's up to you when that happens. It's just flipping it back and forth in the wind. So it's kind of up to you. So it can't be predicted because it depends on what you do. So the more you focus on being happy, the shorter the time will be. If you let things slide, it's like, I'll do it later. It's like, it could take a full month. And that is the message. That is the message, and I just got a stamp. Right at the very end of that, I got a stamp with a smiley face, the sun with a smiley face. So somebody just stamped it right there. It's like with approval from the sun. So that's my message. Thank you.
Okay. Wow, I mean, this one just drew me into it right away. So I'm going with this one. It's a cross, or it looks like a cross. And I can't stop looking at it. It's very beautiful. It is a cross. And it's almost, and I almost want to say it's a cross within a cross. It's got the lines with it. The image that I get is it's really interesting that Jesus actually comes through with this one. That's very interesting. And he comes and he's got his hands like this. And he comes and he's getting a little bit closer and closer and closer to you, whoever this person is. And he wants to embrace you, and he wants to embrace you with a lot of love. And he says that he's here with you. And he says, go in peace and love. And everything will be fine. and then I see him pulling back. And then the last thing I'm hearing is have faith. Interesting. I'm getting a feeling that, and whether this is a question concerning concerns, like I'm getting like a feeling of like concern in your heart, but that let go of that concern, that everything's going to be okay, and that's what I get. Okay. And you will be. Meditation, and I'm hearing music, like peaceful music. And then I also like angelic music, and then I'm smelling like roses, or smelling like flowers. Flowers definitely, because the smell, the aroma of those flowers that really helps to bring about the healing process. And I have to say, God bless you. Love and blessing. That is it for me. And next will be Reverend Sandra Deckinger.
This one has 3 question marks on it. 3 questions, wow. As I come into this rate of vibration, I get the feeling that there is some discomfort around you at the present time. Things are not going as smoothly as you would like, and you want them to move forward much easier. There may also be some discomfort in the abdominal area. I'm being told that it's okay to feel uncomfortable at this time. You're a very strong person, and you have the ability to walk through and live through this problem. It's not as large as you think it is. I see you outside. I would say walking in nature, but I'm not being shown, a forest or hiking or anything. I'm seeing a park with park benches. That will do. You don't have to make extra efforts. Just putting your feet on soil will be of great help to you, and it will help you to ground. And that's all that I'm getting, question marks. No, I can't do that.
Okay. I'm back, everybody. Hello. That's interesting. So this is, it says 0828. Sounds, okay, let's see what I get from this one. I'm gonna go with what I'm getting. I'm getting a blank slate. I have absolutely nothing in my mind. So, I don't know if that's because I'm not getting anything.
Could be the answer.
It could be the answer. And I feel like that's the answer. I feel like that's honestly the answer. And that's why I feel like I'm able to answer this question. Because as I close my eyes, there is all I'm getting is blackness. And the blackness is not negative, not negativity, but it's just completely black. And it's not to be scary or anything like that. But it just means that there's nothing.
That there's no answer.
Precisely. So I feel like I can open this up and that there's no concern. Okay. Love. Blessings. And keep moving forward. And that's all I'm getting. Just trust. Thank you. That's all I have for that one. And now we will go for the benediction. Let us all bend down. Thou God of peace, before we part, send some kind angels to each heart. Let us pray with loving hands until we reach the summer land. Amen. Love and blessings to each and every one of you all. I love you all very much. And I hope to see you guys next time.
We got water in the back and coffee. You can make some coffee and take it with you.